I had to clear the workbench and raise the camera up high because this is another mailbag round 2. Last year another maker sent in a bunch of interesting parts and modules. I still need to put those to use along with parts other people have sent in, but because I ended up moving, and I'm still now in that transition, projects have been going slower, and most of my things are still in storage, so another maker decided to help restock the workbench. It looks like he's doing better at it than I am. So let's see what's in here aside from the kitchen sink he forgot to send last time. It's probably easiest if I just take everything out and look at it all at once. Another maker has 2 channels you should check out if you're interested in learning in general, especially about programming, things to do with Node-RED, ESPs, educational kits, or how to find great deals on tools and parts, or just fun and interesting projects in general. A note: Mr. Reboot, I know what it feels like to be displaced and not have my stuff with me. He's traveled around a bit and worked remotely before. This box contains random things from starter kit parts to obscure stuff. Hopefully something sparks your imagination. I'm sure it will. Let me finish taking all this out. I did the best I could to get these things in the frame. The camera feels so far away. So I think, well, I'm going to leave this one for last because it looks like I need a screwdriver to get into this. I can't see any other way in. So I'll leave that one for now. And there's a couple more boxes way over here. So looking at this stuff, obviously I am always commenting, I ran out, I can't find my other longer or shorter or the correct male to female of DuPont jumpers. So looks like he sent me some of those to get stocked up. And I see resistors. These are precision 1% quarter watt, large and small values. Okay, first I noticed these crimp terminals, and there's hook, spade, and ring terminals here. Basically, I'm going to be needing something like this for some upcoming projects. I'm waiting for some parts now where I need to be able to hook onto stuff. I'm going to need to do stuff like this and hook onto power supplies and other such things. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff. So I see a standard USB connector, and I see a 9-volt connector with one of these power plugs on it. It looks like 2.1 by 5.5 millimeter, and a similar plug on this adapter, 9-volt, 1 amp. This all looks suspiciously Arduino related. Is there something coming up in these boxes, perhaps? Is this EL wire? It looks like. So, let's see. There's nothing. No batteries. Yeah, 2 double A's. Let me try to find some. Okay, any 2 double A's. Turn on the switch. Oh! Hey, it's glowing. And it's blinking. And it's blinking more. And off. Okay. So let me dim the lights, see if we can see that better. Oh yeah, that's good for any kind of special effects. This kind of looks like something from Tron, light cycles and stuff too. I don't know how it's coming out, if it's washed out. It's a very fluorescent green here. It's bundled together, so I guess, how long does this go? But EL wire, I would expect inside this enclosure with the batteries, there would be, I can hear a little high-pitched whine, so there should be a power inverter that turns this into some AC voltage to power this. Oh, how much is on here? Look at that. Okay, that's neat, but I can't see. Hold on. And I better turn this off for now. Yeah, oh, it has to cycle through there. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I would use that for yet, but I feel kind of compelled to buy some other colors of this. So, good marketing, another maker. And thanks for that, that's neat. This looks like an Optoelectronics collection. We have some regular LEDs, 7-segment displays, a tall potentiometer, and light-dependent resistors, and RGB LEDs. There's the light-dependent resistor. I see some 3-terminal stuff. Is this your everyday transistor? I have no idea if anything is showing, but that's a 2222 NPN. Oh, what's a speaker it looks like, or a buzzer. Couple of chips, some capacitors. Again, taking my word for it, if it's not turning out here, we have an L293D, which I believe is some sort of motor driver, and a 74HC595, which I believe is a shift register. Okay, definitely very useful stuff. Oh, a relay. Standard out of focus 5-volt coil and single pole double throw contacts. Okay, now this says 4x4x4 LED cube kit Key Studio. Now this could be just a box, but it's not just a box, it's actually what appears to be the kit. So, it's got another USB cable, a main board it looks like, and some mounting parts. And this looks to be pre-assembled LEDs on thin PCB strips. And those pre-assembled strips of LEDs just go in there. So this is easy to put together. Yeah, it looks like this makes it very easy to put together. So I'm going to be working on this and see what happens. Okay, I'm running out of space. So this box itself is going to be useful. Now this says Raspberry Pi Ultimate Kit. That may just be what used to be in there because this looks all custom packaged. Okay, well, what's this? A sandwich? It says Skycraft. Don't know what that is or if this is that. So, let's see. What's in here? Some sort of an old-fashioned looking gauge. So it says microamps and PEM. This goes 0 to 100. It's a curved face. Those are really moving. There's these adjustable things. I don't know what they do. If they're just visual indicators, maybe like a threshold. Some info. So it looks like there's 2 separate inputs. One of them is bridged to the other in series. It looks like we have 2 different meters here, 0 to 100 micro. I have no idea what this would be from. If anyone knows, leave a comment. At some point I'll try to put some current through this and see what happens. If it works and it's relatively accurate, that could just be very interesting, like not necessarily as a 100 microamp current meter, but maybe just as an indicator for something else, like a level detector on something, and it just happens that it puts out up to 100 microamps to indicate something else, and this meter is showing that. So I'm going to have to think of a use for this. I'll consider this a challenge. This says BrainPad. To me it looks educational, which, as I said, another maker likes educational products and kits. So I've never heard of this BrainPad, but it appears to have an OLED, 4 push buttons, left, right, up, down, accelerometer. It's got a brain here, temperature sensor, light sensor, buzzer, a light bulb, which it looks like an LED, servo motor connection. So let's power this up. I have no idea what this does or what to expect from it. but it's powering up. We have some RGB LED activity, nothing on the display. So we have buttons all over the place. Am I supposed to press something, or is this actually busted and it's a repair challenge? Well, I've tried a bunch of things and I can't get anything on the display, but maybe I'm not supposed to. Maybe I need to do something over USB, maybe configure something. I'll have to look into this, but if there's something to fix, challenge accepted. There's so many things. Okay, I'll dump this out. So we have an analog keypad. I've got one that I played around with like this. Those can be useful if you make a dedicated project, especially and you just want a quick touch panel for a few functions. So we have a 4x4 matrix, so there's 8 lines here. You can access rows and columns to figure out which button's pressed. And some RFID stuff, a tag, and a card. I don't recognize TA7222AP, but judging by this kind of style package, which looks breadboard friendly, it looks like either an audio amplifier or a motor driver, that kind of thing. B754Y, I don't know what it is, but it looks like some sort of a heavy-duty transistor kind of thing. These say ERF 2030, which I don't recognize, but I wonder, does the RF mean radio frequency, or is it just a coincidence? Another bag labeled Skycraft, but I think it's just a bunch of different LEDs. Basically, it looks like panel mount style. Well, that looks interesting. It looks like a circuit track on its own there. So if I do the little test, okay, that's a green LED. And with such heavy-duty tracks, I wonder, it looks kind of dim here in person. I wonder if this is meant to tolerate a higher voltage or current. I've never seen one like this. And I have several. Something to figure out a good use for. The only thing left is this one that I could not open up. It looks like somebody else has tried to get in here, especially on this side. So I got a screwdriver. Let's see what's in here. Whoa! This is booby-trapped. Is that supposed to happen? It just sprung up. Oh, whoa! Hey, that's got a lot of force on it. Oh, gee, look at that. I better open this slowly. Hey, it won't open. It's got cords. Is this booby trapped? What? Okay, it opens this way. I've never seen a case like this. Okay. Is this a normal thing? Okay, well, is this a Mega? Did another maker send me a Mega? And it's new in package, and it's a clone, I guess, because it doesn't have a trademark or trademark infringing effort to it, but it is a Mega 2560. Another maker has heard me say, I always wanted a Mega or clone, and they're just always too expensive when I look on eBay. And considering these days, if you have an Uno and maybe a GPIO expander, that's probably more than sufficient, or else you just need a different, better, newer, faster processor anyway. But I still always wanted one of these just because I didn't have one. Now I got one. Thanks, another maker. Another maker is like Sandy Claus or something. And what? Another is this just something else? Because it's another another Mega. Okay, this one's branded Rex Qualis. I've never heard of that. Mega 2560. So I got 2 Megas. Well, that's just... Okay, I hope they work. I hope, or else they can be repaired if they don't. Okay, wait. I remember a cable somewhere. Okay. Oh. Wrong cable. Well, gee, it just so happens I have a well-stocked workbench, so I think I have the right cable. Okay. Let's see. It's blinking quickly. It's got some kind of a blink sketch in it. Okay, it's alive. And this one has different colored LEDs. I saw something happen. So it's not blinking. It might have something in it. But yeah, it's alive. That's a start. Okay. It's good to have all the parts you need on hand, hey? Okay. Well, okay, now it's getting exciting in here as if it wasn't before. What's this? This looks Arduino-ish. Key Studio. GPS shield. I've never worked with GPS stuff, and so now I can. So yeah, what? So is this an Uno with this GPS shield on it? Let me see. All right, yeah, it's an Uno. So I don't know if it has any sketch in there. I better put this back together before I bend the pins. Think I got it. Okay, I'm gonna have to obviously look into this because I've never worked with it. So looks like this is going to be a lot of fun. Mega compatible Ethernet shield looking thing. So yeah, I guess, see, I only started using Arduinos maybe in 2017, maybe in 2016. So I guess in the earlier days, having wired Ethernet capabilities was a modern thing to do. And now, of course, everything's Wi-Fi. But you know what? That's not going to stop me from doing some experimenting with this kind of thing. Oh, and these tall headers. Does that help keep this maybe elevated so it doesn't clash into the USB connector and stuff too? Short something out? I don't know. So yeah, lots of fun coming. And it looks like we have some servo stepper motor kind of stuff going on here. Always good. And this looks like a joystick of an analog nature. Is this what it came from? Yeah, so analog joystick. And of course, what looks like a 16 by 2 LCD. I think it's a 16 by 2, but either way, it still has this new plastic on it. So I'll have to make sure I don't scratch that up. And a whole bunch of modules. This looks like one of those sonic distance sensor capable things, a real-time clock module with a battery, probably a Dallas chip on there. Not sure which module that is. Maybe it's just simply a comparator that you can put some inputs to and trigger an output at a set point. Don't know though. Some more DuPont. And it looks like moisture sensor stuff. So you know what? This might be useful for experimenting and trying out the different types of sensors and how if you use the wrong one for the wrong application, these might corrode on you, and so better to use maybe capacitive soil sensors for moisture detection and stuff. So good to do some A/B testing and what to do, what to avoid. What? Oh. I think what he's trying to tell me here is he misses my scrolling sign that I used to have in the background, which now is packed in storage. So he wants me to create a new scrolling sign. Maybe I will. I wonder if this driver pairs with this motor. There's the RFID detector for that card and key fob thing. And a bunch of other little modules here. I see a microphone here, an electric microphone, so it's probably a preamp. Looks like an accelerometer gyro kind of thing. I see what looks like an airplane icon in multiple directions. Not sure what this is. A rotary encoder, not a potentiometer. Oh, is this a current sensor Hall effect, like a 712, is it? Let me see. Actually, can I zoom in? Yeah, I couldn't zoom and focus on that, but I took a flashlight to it and it says ACS 712, so that's your current sensor Hall effect. This looks like maybe an infrared detector and a DHT humidity temperature sensor thing. This looks like a bunch of modules. Oh, wow. Okay, there's lots to do here. Lots to work with. Oh my God. Okay, so GPS stuff, Arduino Mega stuff, Ethernet stuff, and scrolling sign maybe. And if I could get everything organized. Oh God, there's the LED cube kit. I don't know where to begin. That's just unbelievable. You know what? I'm just going to be busy for the rest of this year. Well, let me try and organize this stuff a bit and I'll be back. Well, what can I say again? Thanks another maker for all of this stuff. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Now I do definitely have a restocked workbench. Lots of stuff to explore and try out and learn from. Everybody go check out Another Maker's 2 channels. I'm sure there's something for everyone over there. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.